on the carousel. Hello, Mel Mafia. I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be cooking turkey wings. So I usually cook turkey wings, but it might be a little different than what everybody else does. I usually smother them, but I'm not gonna smother them this time. So I get my turkey wings. They are a little big. I get them from Sam's Meat Market. This is the dish I cook them in. They've already been washed. They've already been cleaned, dried, and sitting here. I've already got my oven preheated to 350, and I got my seasoning sitting right here. So for my turkey wings, I use a buttery garlic and herb by Kinder's. I love Kinder's. I'm going to move this over here because I do notice a glare. So I love Kinder's seasonings. It's like so good, so flavorful. But this is the buttery garlic and herb. I love it. They also have a lemon and lemon buttery herb spice blend too that I use on my salmon, and oh my god, it's so good. So I use that. I use a little bit of pepper because baby, pepper is zesty. So I use a little bit of pepper. You gotta use that onion. I use some seasoned salt. I use seasoned salt or I use sea salt. Now see, when you use sea salt, you have to use a little bit more because sea salt is not as potent as the iodine salt. So when I do use sea salt, I have to use a lot of it so I can actually taste the flavor. But today I'm going to use some good old Lawry's seasoned salt. And I'm going to use sage. Sage, I watched my mom use this on her turkey for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, I'm making turkey wings, so why not put the sage on the turkey wings? Why not? So yeah, that's what I add on there. I don't use too many seasons. I think a lot of people have gotten caught up in using so many seasons for me. You don't need so many seasons. You gotta excuse my kids. They loud, they excited. Their dad just came home. I know it's her, she can wait. But their dad just came home, so they're like super excited, and I finally get to get dinner on. So you don't really need too many seasonings for your food. You could just basically use the basics: garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, maybe seasoned salt. That's really all I use. But to give it a little razzle dazzle, sometimes I might use seasoned salt, sage, poultry season, obey. When I fry chicken, I use obey. It's so good. But yeah, and when I fry my fish, I use a fish fry. I'm gonna show y'all that on another video. But for right now, I'm gonna show y'all how I do my turkey wings. So when you do your turkey wings, right? You could, if you an expert, you gonna use that side. I ain't there yet. I'm not there yet. But yeah, I'm gonna use that side, and you want to do it an even coat. So you don't want it to be too much anywhere else. And I usually put this on first. Sometimes I have my kids helping me, but today I'm not. Onion powder. Onion powder, any brand is fine, baby. This is straight from Walmart. Great value, 98 cents. Even coat. Make sure the coat is even. Season to the ancestors tell you to stop.
Good job, Noah.
Season salt, Lawry's. You might can find this. We have a shop we have a supermarket called ShopRite up here. You can use ShopRite brand. It's called Bowl and Basket. It's the same thing. Boom, even coat. Pepper. Pepper is zesty, so I use a little bit, but I still use an even coat. But I don't go back and forth. I just go through it once because pepper is very zesty. sage, you see it's only a little bit in here. God damn. It's only a little bit in here, but I use a lot of sage. Oh my God, hold on. I had to sneeze. That was a lot of spice. That was a lot of spice. All right. We back. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Thank you. That was a lot. That was a lot. All right. Now the sage is very light. So when you put it on, it's like poultry season. It flies everywhere. It's like a powdery dust. So like sometimes I have to find myself squeezing it out of the jar. But I use a lot of it. And because I want the whole turkey wing season, that's why I got gloves on. I don't like touching raw meat. I don't play those type of games. I'm going to rub the season into all the meats. And I do this with all my meats that I put in the oven. I rub the season in there because there's no way possible your whole turkey wing or your whole meat, whatever you're using, whatever you're baking, can be seasoned just from you seasoning it from the top. I don't like how they slid this little tiny one in there, but I'll be alright. A lot of people say, oh, the bigger ones got pesticides and all that. My kids are showing off because I'm recording. No, but enough. And my man just got home from work, so like, he's helping me out with the kids right now. I should have had this on, but the kids gave me a hard time today. They gave me a really hard time. My 2-year-old was up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. She was ready to eat. She didn't have no nap today. I'm trying to get her away from nap so she can sleep through the night. It's still not working. She's still waking up, getting in our bed in the middle of the night. But when you got all your seasons, all your turkey wings / meat, whatever you want to call it, baby, when you got a season, you're going to see how it's looking. I'm about to take these gloves off so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So, boom. Turkey wings is seasoned. Now, what I do, I put in butter. And I know y'all like, what the hell, butter? Yes, I put in butter because butter makes it taste better. Butter makes everything taste better. And here we go. And like I said, store brand, baby, we're in inflation. I'm not going out getting no expensive butter. Land O'Lakes can kiss my, you know what. Baby, and we about to cut this butter up. And I put a little bit of broth in that bottom of that thing, yeah. In the bottom of that thing, yeah. So, we're going to cut some butter up. And we just going to throw it in. I don't know how many cups or how many measurings of butter that I use. But like I said, I put it in there until the ancestors tell me to stop. When I looked at my parents cooking, my grandparents cooking, baby, I ain't never seen them pull out no daggone measuring cup. No measuring cup, no measuring bowl, no measuring nothing. They look with their eye, and I think that is like superb. Because how do you have that much consistency? Alright, so I got the butter in. And I pour a tiny bit of broth. I usually use chicken broth, but I ain't got none, baby. So that's what we gonna use. And what's the brand? Okay. Great value. Why? Because we're in a recession. Inflation's going on. I don't have $5 to pay for Swanson broth. So we're going to use some good old Great Value broth. And okay. And we're going to pour a little bit on this side. And we're going to pour a little bit on that side. And we're going to pour on that side. That side. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. That's just to help it cook. It's going to help steam it. And make all the flavors just... It's gonna be good. And this is one of my signatures. So boom, I already got my oven preheated at 350. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get that good old aluminum foil. We got this from Target. I ain't got Reynolds. I got Up and Up, baby. But it's the heavy duty kind. And it's 85 square feet. I don't buy the 30 square feet one. Or the 15 square. I don't know. But I like to get the longer one so they last longer. So I ain't got to be buying aluminum foil 20 times a month. So we going to sit up here. We going, yup. Straight like, baby, straight like that. We got it. We got it. And we gonna let this cook for about 2.5 to 3 hours on 350. This is how I cook my turkey wings. Other people may do it different, but this is how I cook my turkey wings. This is how I like my turkey wings cooked. This is how my family likes the turkey wings cooked. After 2.5 to 3 hours, boom, you're going to take this aluminum foil off and you're going to cook it for 30 more minutes. Uncovered. So that top layer can get crispy. Boom, and there you go. If you're going to make a gravy, you don't even need the crispiness. You might want it still. But we're going to do a little mashed potatoes and gravy. And I'm going to try some Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. I'm going to try it out. My mom told me they're good. I never had them. So I'm going to try some Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. I'm going to go Google me a little recipe, you know. I'm going to go Google me a little recipe and I'm going to figure out how to do it. For what time. I got me a Black Friday air fryer from Target for $40. Last November. It's still like new. And we're going to try it out. Hey, babe. They already saw me. Woo, that oven is hot. Hot, 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 hot. I gotta give the kids an alarm so when I have the oven open, because my 2-year-old likes to follow us around the house and in the kitchen. So when the oven's open, she knows that it's hot, but we have to yell it out. So if she's running and she happens to run in here, she already knows, because I'm giving her the signal that the oven is open by saying hot. Parenting tip 101. I see y'all when these motherfuckers get done. I just got back from the park with the kids and I'm about to show y'all the turkey wings. So I put them on like around 3:30ish. It's 7 o'clock, 7:05 to be exact. And I'm about to take them out and check them. They're smelling really good. And I'm about to check them, and then I'm more than likely going to take the aluminum foil off the top so you can see what I mean. So these look done. Yeah, they're done. They look a little crispy. So yeah. So they look really, really good. So I'm gonna put these back in there for about 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna circle back and check them. But I am going to make my sides while I do that. So I'm gonna put these in. It is 7:06. I'm gonna take them out and check them at like 7:25. I like to do increments of 5s, like 5, 10, 15, 20, because the off numbers, they confuse me too much. So I'll see you guys, because I'm about to boil my water for my mashed potatoes. Okay, I got my water boiling and I'm about to add the potatoes. Well, I gotta add some salt to the water first. Anytime you boil water, it's good to add salt to the pan. So this salt is like more of a two-handed salt, so I have to set my camera down and do it. Right, so I'm going to add my potatoes. And like I said earlier, I do use sea salt. So you have to use a little bit more to get the flavor going. And I'm going to put in the potatoes. These are Idaho potatoes. I don't know if anybody uses these. I like the kind that come in the packs. I really don't like to use the box ones because there are added steps that you have to make, like added milk. And we don't really drink milk in this house, but we do have heavy cream. So I do use heavy cream in this mixture instead of using milk, and it still comes out fine. And as you see, I'm going to turn the heat down because, ooh, it's popping. It's popping. You want to cool it down some. So I might have added too much, but I am going to add some cold milk to make them a little bit more. I do like the fluffier mashed potatoes, but since the heat is so high on this, I am going to turn it off for a minute. And I'm going to add in some heavy cream. And like I said, baby, we got the great value. Yes, we do. Add in some whipping cream. And we got great value butter straight from Walmart. You already know. Add that in too, baby. When it's done, it's probably going to need more butter than that. Not probably, it is going to need some more butter than that. But then I just mix it. And when you add milk, just like if you add milk to your eggs, it makes it more fluffier and it adds more, it spreads your mashed potatoes, just like it spreads your eggs, so you create more. So that's pretty much what the milk does in this situation. And there's your mashed potatoes. I am going to add some more butter into this because I do feel like we're going to need some more butter. And we also going to need some more salt. And I also put cheese in my mashed potatoes as well. So I am going to add some shredded cheese on top. But the mashed potatoes is basically done. But I'm just mixing them and adding my finishing touches. I'm going to add some more salt. And I'm going to add some cheese. Y'all, we just got back from the park. The park had like this little splash pad there. And I had to keep redirecting my kids away from the splash pad. It was other kids there and they was in it. But them kids ain't have no parents with them. And the splash pad was just, it was too cold for the splash pad. Like it wasn't cold, it was just windy. And then like we keep the air on like 69. So like we couldn't just, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't just have them out in the cold and bring them, well, have them out in the winter and bring them home to the cold, because what good is that going to do? Y'all hear my 2-year-old in the background. She just got over being upset and she's finally calming down to eat her pizza. So I'm excited that she's doing that. And yes, I'm putting some great value cheese in here. I'm using some shredded cheese. I'm not going to use a lot. But some people use cheese in their mashed potatoes. Once I saw somebody do that, I was like, I need to try that. And ever since I tried it, I ain't go back. It was so good. So now the mashed potatoes are done. See? They're a little runny, but this is how my kids like them. They like them a little runny, but they're still fluffy. Fluffy enough to be mashed potatoes. Because I usually make them really, really thick. But they're thick, but they're a little runny as well too. So that's a plus. With a little bit of cheese. That's my baby over there eating. Alright, I'm about to take out the turkey wings and I'm about to put in the Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. Okay, so now I have my Brussels sprouts and I washed them off. I don't know anything about Brussels sprouts. Trust me, I don't. And I just looked up an online recipe, and it said trim off the edges. I got these knives on Amazon and in my storefront. But it said trim the edges, so I'm thinking this is the edges. And then it says cut them in half. And I'm going to put them in a mixer bowl. You guys will see that when I'm done cutting all of them. But I like to try new foods like this because you never know what you like. You always look at something or you hear about it when you're a kid and it's like, ugh, yucky. But like, my mom says she liked them, and I know when I became an adult, my taste buds changed drastically. Like, I'm eating bell peppers and onions. I would never eat anything like that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was more so into like fruits and vegetables. But once like my mom had got busy with work, I started eating more fast foods. So like I gained a ton of weight because I was never a big child. I was very slender like my oldest child. So like it kind of took a toll on me, but I like to introduce my kids into new foods. Like my oldest daughter is autistic, if you didn't know, and I just found out this year that she likes grilled cheese. I just found out last year that she likes macaroni and cheese. So like, and I also found out last year that she likes peanut butter and jelly, because for a while she wouldn't eat anything that wasn't like meat or fruits and vegetables. So like, she was very, very skeptical of the things she ate. So it was a lot of repetitive foods with her. But now she's exploring different foods, and I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to keep trying new foods, and I'm going to try them with her because Brussels sprouts is something I've never tried before, to my knowledge. Alright, so I cut all my Brussels sprouts up, and they're in this bowl. So the recipe said to mix them with salt, pepper, olive oil, onion powder, and garlic powder. So I'm going to go get my olive oil. Alright, I'm back. So I'm going to put in some good old, let's let you guys see. I'm going to put it up some. So, great value, baby. I'm just going to do a little bit because I don't know how these taste, so I don't really know how to season them. And I don't want to over season them. That's like one of the hard parts, is like when you had something that you never had before, you don't know how to season it, because it's like you don't want to over season it and then you don't want to under season it, because I think once food is already cooked and you try to put some season on it, the season is going to be spice. It's no longer going to be like seasoned, you know, because it has to cook into there. And if you know me, you know I don't really do the whole bare hand thing, so I'll use a spoon or I'll use tongs to mix it up. And I'm going to preheat my air fryer. It said preheated. So that's preheating. I put aluminum foil in my air fryer. I'm going to have to preheat it without the aluminum foil. But it looks like it's seasoned pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't taste like how they made it seem like on Jimmy Neutron. Alright, not too much of my air fryer. I do put aluminum foil in the bottom. But these are the Brussels sprouts. They're oiled and seasoned. And I'm about to drop them in here. They said drop them in for about 9 minutes. Then shake them up. Navy! Then shake them up and put them back in for another 1 to 2 minutes. So I will see you guys when I'm done. Y'all, I think I messed up the recipe because these are burnt. Well, this is a trial and error. I'm gonna try these again, but I'm not trying this again tonight because I'm tired and I'm ready to sit down and get off my feet. So I don't know where I went wrong. Maybe I had the temperature too high, but I messed up my Brussels sprouts. I'm still gonna try one when they cool down though.